Well, we always couch this with the fact that Florida doesn't have a fall, but the season of fall is technically here, and you know what that means. Time for pumpkin spice everything, lattes and other autumnal goodies, right?
But in this week's Eating Healthy with Dr. Joe, see why you don't always have to feel guilty when you're enjoying those seasonal favorites.
Thanks, guys. Well, fall is finally here, and I wanted to talk about one of my favorites, and that's pumpkin. I'm joined today by Sarah Krieger. She's a registered dietitian, and we're going to talk a little bit about the health benefits of pumpkin.
It's one of my favorite foods as well. Now that it's fall, we're seeing it everywhere, right? Lattes, cookies, candies, it's everywhere. But we want to talk a little bit about the nutritional benefits and other options, other ways to enjoy pumpkin without having a lot of sugar.
And so we want to talk about the puree.
The different types. So we have fresh, canned, and the seeds. I use canned most of the time because it's condensed. It is super nutritious with beta carotene, fiber, magnesium, potassium, and you can add it to lots of different things like overnight oats, like Red Mill's overnight oats. You can also make it into protein drops over here. And there's also the seeds, and a lot of people forget about the seeds, right? Maybe if you carve it out for Halloween and you roast them, but what a super nutritious food that you can add into drops. You can also add to cereal, and you can use it for baking.
So basically, what are in the drops?
So the drops are pumpkin, Bob's Red Mill protein powder, which is, I love chai. I don't know about you, but anything with cardamom and cinnamon and spice is amazing. Dates are the sweetener, and coconut, some protein powder, and then you just grind it up, and it tastes like a little bit of a pumpkin pie latte. So as a dessert, 100 calories, high protein.
And what I did is I made something for people that are on a ketogenic diet. It's made with the pumpkin puree mixed with some spices and also some coconut oil and coconut butter. But again, this is strictly for individuals on a ketogenic diet because there is a lot of saturated fat, but only one carb.
And portion control as well.
Absolutely.
I think that's the bottom line with anything. You know, have you ever met someone who turned orange from eating too many carrots or pumpkin? I have. So watch your portions with that. But then there's savory things as well, right? A lot of people think, okay, I have my open can of pumpkin, now what? We don't just eat it out of a can, which would be nutritious, but you could add it to spaghetti sauce, you could add it to smoothies, again, the overnight oats. You could also add it to soups and stews if you make a pot of beans and turn it into a chili. You know, it adds that subtle flavor with a lot of nutrition, but it's not overpowering in pumpkins.
And you were saying your kids really didn't even notice when you put it into the spaghetti sauce.
They don't, and I like stretching that sodium out as well. There's no shame in using jarred sauces, but if you add a little pumpkin, which is very, very low sodium, you can stretch it and make the sodium go lower, right? Because you have a little bit more there, and they don't even know. And it looks the same, red. Yeah, it's good, it's good. And then the spices, I think anytime you're using pumpkin, if you add spices like cardamom, pumpkin pie spice, you're boosting that flavor, and it makes it just taste that much better without a lot of added sugar.
And you can always add a little bit of cinnamon on top of it. I know that there is some in pumpkin pie spice, but sometimes I like that extra little kick of the cinnamon in there.
Definitely.
And of course nuts like pecans or walnuts.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, again, we'll have these recipes on our website. Back to you.